The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. An advocacy group has filed new graft and malversation cases against former President and now Pampanga Representative Gloria Macapagal Arroyo over her alleged misuse of the Malampaya Fund. The National Association of Electricity Consumers for Reforms, or NASECOR, accused Arroyo of abusing Presidential Decree 910, which created the Energy Development Board during the administration of late dictator Ferdinand Marcos. It allowed the government to enter service contract agreements, which included the natural gas project in the Camago Malampaya Reservoir. This remitted over 172 billion pesos to the government. Of that, Arroyo disbursed some 38 billion during her presidency. The complainants alleged that although the fund was used for a public purpose, it frustrated the country's drive toward energy independence. They also added that the dropped 900 million peso Malampaya Fund scam plunder charges against Arroyo in 2016 did not include the 38 billion pesos they alleged to have been misused. A Makabayan lawmaker is asking the Commission on Audit to also look into confidential funds spent by Vice President Sara Duterte when she was still mayor of Davao City. This after economist and former Finance Undersecretary Cielo Magno published a graph showing the city's confidential expenses from 2017 to 2022. The graph shows that Davao City's confidential funds went up from 293 million pesos during Duterte's first year as mayor to a whopping 460 million pesos per year during her final term.
So kung ikukumpara mo yung data, kung magkano ang inallocate ng local government ng Davao for education, mas malaki pa yung napupunta sa confidential fund. So ako, kung pangkaraniwang mamamayan at ganito yung gastusin o behavior ng pamahalaan ko, ng local government ko, maa-alarm ako.
ACT Teachers Representative Franz Castro then asked the Commission on Audit to look at these figures, saying Duterte's secret spending habits may have started well before she became Vice President.
Sa pagkaka-discover namin ng ganito kalaking confidential fund sa Davao City, no wonder bakit siya nangihingi ng ganun kalaki din na 500 million na confidential fund ng OVP. Kasi tingin natin parang nasanay na siya, no, na meron siyang ganitong confidential fund.
An importer who misdeclared a shipment of carrots as frozen pastry buns back in 2020 has been convicted for agricultural smuggling and sentenced to a minimum of 3 years in prison. The case stems from a shipment that arrived at the BOC port of Manila from Singapore back in June of 2020. The consignee, Real Mart, owned by trader Divina Bisco Aguilar, declared the shipment to contain 2,500 cartons of frozen pastry buns. But upon inspection, it was found to contain misdeclared carrots, a clear violation of customs regulations. Last month, the Metropolitan Trial Court, National Judicial Capital Region, Branch 24, found Aguilar guilty for violating customs laws. She has been sentenced to a prison term with a minimum of 3 years and 1 day to up to 4 days. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. In weather, Tropical Cyclone Jenny has intensified into a typhoon earlier this morning. Pag-asa last spotted Jenny's center over Philippine waters at 655 kilometers east of Apari, Cagayan. Jenny is still not expected to make landfall in the country, but the possibility is not ruled out for now. It's packing 120 kilometers per hour winds and gustiness of up to 150 kph, while moving northwestward at 10 kilometers per hour. The Weather Bureau expects Jenny to intensify further tomorrow before weakening on Wednesday. It is then due to exit the Philippine area of responsibility by Thursday. Signal number 1 is raised over Batanes, Babuyan Islands, and the eastern portions of mainland Cagayan and Isabela. Jenny's trough is also causing scattered rain showers over Cagayan, Isabela, Aurora, Quezon, and the Bicol region. Meanwhile, the southwest monsoon or habagat is triggering rains over Visayas, Zamboanga Peninsula, and Mimaropa. And Metro Manila and the rest of the country may also experience isolated rain showers due to localized thunderstorms. The Commission on Elections visits Sitio Capihan in Surigao del Norte to inspect the locality for the barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections. The COMELEC visit comes days after the Senate kicked off the investigation on the alleged crimes committed by Socorro Bayanihan Services Incorporated. The Commission initially said it was considering putting the area under COMELEC control. Local election supervisor Attorney Kimpi Canta raises concerns over the area's isolation, saying residents may not be able to vote freely. Canta also says the COMELEC wants to make sure candidates will be able to campaign in the sitio.
The residents of Capihan are voters of Barangay Siring. And in Barangay Siring, there are candidates. So as far as COMELEC is concerned, kailangan nating ma-check kung yung mga kandidato natin is pwede bang mga kampanya doon.
The COMELEC will also be reassigning the sitio's voting precinct to the Tuyay National High School at Barangay Sering due to the size of the population. Authorities deployed at Sitio Capihan also believes that security in the area will remain heightened until the end of the month.
I believe siguro until election na po siguro ito, and when need arises po na talagang kailangan pa rin magstay even beyond election period.
And in sports, Filipino gymnast Carlos Yulo has secured his Paris Olympics ticket. Yulo ranked third in the men's floor exercise at the Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Antwerp, Belgium. He finished with a score of 14.600 behind Israel's Artem Dolgo Piat and USE's Fred Richard. The 2024 Games will be Yulo's second consecutive Olympic stint. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 11:15 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest story. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News, all sides, all the time.